Welcome to the Unfiltered Conversations on Money with me, Mama Bima Kenya.
And RoseEllah Nyawira. And today we shall be talking, as you have said, Mama Bima, about stay-at-home moms. I mean, it's one of the groups that we actually don't talk about. And funny enough, there are those people that actually make decisions when it comes to money in their families, or maybe perhaps they even forget about themselves. Yeah. So what should you do as a woman when you are staying at home, taking care of your family, taking care of your husband, taking care of your kids, and making sure that you don't forget yourself in the process? Yeah. And in this way, as you said, you should never lose your financial independence. As much as you are relying on someone else to keep your family running, your expenses running, you should never lose your financial independence. And the first thing that you need to understand is, where is this money coming from? Will it keep coming? So stay in the loop. The money that we are getting in the family, the expenses are being paid, the mortgage is being paid, and all that. How is this job security? How is my husband's job security or my partner's job security? Because some people are not married, but they have a partnership. So how is the job security? Will it be there in the next 3 months? Will it be there in the next 5 months, and all that? In the next 5 years, how can I be able to actually reach our family goals and my own personal goals with this income? So you need to stay in the loop.
And I love that about staying in the loop and understanding what's really happening, where money is coming from, and what's really happening. And I would say at the same time, get to know, for example, your retirement account, with your husband. And, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're watching this, ask yourself, are you planning for retirement? I know some people, they it's just left to the husband. Maybe he's employed, he has an employer provided, pension. So how about you? Because nothing really is a given. What if you don't get to that age of retirement together?
Exactly.
What if you part ways? Then now what becomes of your retirement? So first get to understand. So how are your retirement accounts working? Let's say your husband has a good, well-funded, retirement account. How about you also get your own? So that the money that's coming into the family, some of that money is actually being apportioned and allocated into your own individual pension plan. Stay in the loop by knowing, how about the college funds? For the children, how have you secured their education? Have you taken an education policy, for example? Are these funds paid up to date? So I'll tell you, working in the insurance space, this is something I encounter a lot. Like a lady will call me and ask me, and of course this is someone I know, because maybe they've taken an education policy with a spouse, and they're like, Charlene, are the policies paid up? So I really love that curiosity, because you can see this is someone who's invested in knowing, are our kids, policies paid up? You get, please get to know, what kind of debt do you have as a home? What kind of debt? It could be a mortgage. I have had horror stories where like auctioneers come and storm into the home, and they find the wife in the house, and she has no clue that like their mortgage has not been paid up.
She had no idea.
Almost a year.
No idea at all.
So these are some of those conversations you need to, initiate with your husband. Like, stay in the loop of things. How is our debt? As a couple, like, what do we owe? Are we meeting our monthly repayment obligations? How about investments? Maybe as a stay-at-home mom, you have some time here and there during the day. Get into my stocks. And be the one actually initiating that conversation in the evening. Hey, have you seen that maybe counter X has now hit 15 shillings? Do you feel that maybe this is a good time to purchase this? Book that meeting on a Saturday morning with a financial advisor, and sit down with your husband and the financial advisor, to talk about what kind of investments
that you can actually make.
I
think there's a reason why most men, when they're taking investment decisions, or they're making investment decisions, before they actually make and sign that paper, they always say, let me consult with my wife. Yeah. And most of the time there is also that part, the age where you reach as a man, you have your career, you have your money and all that. And for you to manage your expenses or for you to manage your money, you feel you need a woman in your life. Yeah. Now at that point, I mean, we as women have so much power, but we don't take advantage of it. And you have so much, because we are intuitive.
Yes, that one. Yes, intuitive. I love it. And you know something, Nyawira, on that point. A lot of people, especially in my field, like they feel when a client says, let me consult with my wife, they think it's an objection, but this is it. Especially when you are talking of even things like life insurance. I love to have that discussion with both spouses. Like, I love to bring both husband and wife onto the table because you're able to pick a lot, you know. Are we on the same page? Or when you're sending the quotes and sending the, you know, the terms and conditions and all, I love to, if I only got a chance to meet one, I love to CC the other.
Exactly.
So that everyone is actually in that loop and is following the conversation.
Exactly.
Yes.
The other thing is, as much as you're in the loop, be interested in having that conversation. Be very interested in how things are running. Yeah. Actually sit down on a month-to-month basis and see, are we above our budget in terms of our expenses, or are we in line with everything? Have we done, as you said, have we done our retirement? Have we done our insurance policies? The car insurance is coming up. Do we have money to pay for it? Is it in a sinking fund? You know. And the other thing is, when it comes to the retirement accounts, man, your dream might be to travel the world once the kids are done with school. Yeah. His dream might be to go and live in a farm, in a quiet place, in a very quiet place.
So how can you
be able to meet the both? Maybe you want to be in a chama and travel to Egypt or Israel and all that. How can you be able to manage the two? So you need to know that don't forget, never forget yourself as a woman when you are chasing and making sure that the family is aloof and on top of everything. You're managing the family very well, but make sure that you're not forgetting yourself as a person. And you also have your personal dreams.
Yes, I love that. And to just close on this discussion of staying in the loop, ladies, please ensure that you know where all the important documents are. The will, the trust, you know, the life insurance policy documents. You know, sometimes it's usually so sad, you know, when you hear of, you know, like the unclaimed financial,
the assets,
you know, because families do not even know that like the patriarchs of these families had all this wealth. You know, they didn't know that, you know, there was a policy that had been taken, so it went unclaimed. You know, so please ensure as a lady that you are having these discussions with your husband. Possibly you even have a joint account that you can access in the event, say, of an untimely death. You know, ensure that you probably ensure that you're on the same page financially. You know, because at the end of the day, you have literally allowed your husband to invest in his career or in his business by taking that step now to take care of the family, take care of the children, you know. So in a way, you have literally invested in his career.
Yes, you have. Literally, you have. Actually, you have taken everything and invested there. Another thing that you need to have is have a spending plan. Always make sure that you, with the money that you're given, or with how the money is coming to you, make sure that at least you have apportioned a certain amount for yourself. You want to talk about that?
Yes, and I agree with that. Especially from your budget, please have an amount that is yours, that you can spend as you wish. You know, if this month maybe I want to, you know, buy an extra pair of jeans, you don't have to go to Babaela, give me. You know, if you want to put some money into a chama, you can, like, you are able to pick that from your own, portion of the money that goes into your individual account.
Yeah.
So please create that room to still have that independence, away from the joint funds, and ensure that you have a spending plan for that. It just doesn't come and then you just poof,
exactly.
So, and this is the kind of money that you can apportion even into your own individual investments.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can apportion, you can take you can also be doing even like a separate emergency fund, like save something for a rainy day.
Exactly.
So that maybe that day that auctioneers maybe come knocking, there's a place that you can actually run to
and
liquidate
be able
some money.
to liquidate.
Yes.
But then that's a very interesting point to actually note, because you need to have something for yourself.
Yes.
Even if you're not apportioned a certain amount for your personal use, out of the money that you've been given for the house expenses, you can see where to save, and you can put that money away. See, kila wiki, Baba Nani, we have a chama that is coming up, and I need 500 shillings. No. There's pride in actually having your own money as a woman. And even if you want to start a business with the savings that you have, guess what? It is very easy for him to top up for you, because he's seen you can actually be frugal with your investments. Yes.
Another point for our stay-at-home moms, please make sure that you stay insured. Okay? So I know a lot of people think that, when you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you don't have per se an income, you're not employed. Then they equate that to, I don't need life insurance, like let's take a cover on the life say of my husband. He's the breadwinner, he's the what. But the truth is, if you were to be removed, say, from that equation in your household, let's say your husband is a globetrotter, like he has a good job, he travels from country to country. The reality is, if you are not feeling that role that you currently do, he'd probably have to hire 2 nannies in that home.
You actually have the most important role in his life.
Exactly. He would have to bring maybe a family member to stay in the house to oversee what the nannies are doing. Let me tell you, please know your worth. You bring so much value into your home. And should you pass away prematurely, there's a huge gaping hole that will be left in that household. So please ensure that even as your spouse is taking that life insurance policy, you are also insured. Best case scenario, take a joint life cover, so that also, should you be the one to pass away, or should you be the one to be diagnosed with a critical illness, should you be the one maybe to be diagnosed with, to become disabled or incapacitated, then there's a huge lump sum that's being paid into the family. Okay. Also, in case your husband, is well employed, but maybe they're not provided, his employer provided like medical insurance, please initiate that conversation, of ensuring that you have health insurance in the homestead. So be the one to reach out to Mama Bima. And get those quotes. And in the evening when your hubby is there, or over the weekend when he's just resting, you're able to show him, hey, Mama Bima send me quotes from X, Y, and Z. These are budget friendly. I was seeing there's room in our monthly, budget, where we can take up a cover. And she even showed me an option of using insurance premium financing. Do you get what I'm talking about? Yes.
And the funny thing is, once you start even insuring yourself, you also start investing in yourself. And there are many ways that you can actually start investing very little as 100 shillings, as little as 1,000 shillings that you get. Maybe you get money from your chama as a merry-go-round. You can put it in a money market fund, let it grow for a while. Once you have reached a certain point, maybe get into government bonds and all that, because it's more secured. Try and get into stocks, try and understand how maybe even forex investments work, and how you can actually do, because like forex investments, you can actually do it from your phone, from home. So you can actually you learn, be interested to learn about the investment, so that you can start doing it on your own. You don't have to rely on another person to make the decisions for you. Yes,
I love that. And you see, in this current digital age, where there are even communities, like financial communities, just a WhatsApp click away, please join those communities. Like this morning, I'm in a community where this morning we were learning about the newly released, issued 7-year infrastructure bond.
Yes.
Okay. Like we had an expert just teaching us online on WhatsApp, just chatting us. He shared the prospectus. Please join those kind of communities.
Yes.
And in the evening, you're the one even just briefing your spouse.
Exactly.
We have this IFB that's been just issued.
Yes.
The financial advisor said that maybe he's expecting that it will, the return will be X. Yes, it's market determined, but they expect it will be maybe in that range of 13-14%.
Yes.
Be the one to initiate
those conversations. Yes. Let me tell you a joke.
Yes.
I know of someone who was paying school fees. I think that story was running around somewhere on Facebook. They were paying school fees in a school that was owned by his wife, and the kids kept being sent home for school fees, and the wife was a stay-at-home mom. Yes.
Wow.
All right. The other thing that we need to talk about is keep money in your name.
Yes.
That was introducing that point.
Whoa.
Yes.
And Nyawira, honestly, our moms, like in our community or just in our culture, since it's a very patriarchal setup, we literally just leave
everything to the men.
You know. But the truth is, to any stay-at-home mom who's watching this, or just even any husband out there, we have seen the danger of this, the danger of being so removed from the financial decision, so removed from the property, like there's nowhere where your name features. In the recent past, I've seen a lady, who was married for 20 plus years, lose her family in her late 40s, and literally left to start at zero. And to tell you the mental torture that she is still currently going through.
I can imagine.
And pretty much, she got married at a very young age. Her kids are now grown, all in university. Got married very young, and she dedicated her life just to raising her children, managing her home. And to me, she is literally like the perfect wife. Do you know the way you see someone and you're like, I would love to be this. Honestly, that lady is goals. Family goals. And she did a fantastic job with her family. But the truth is, along the way, I think something just,
there was a disconnect somewhere.
Yes. And, the husband took up another wife, and now she's left to start from scratch. Like all the marital property in the husband's name, like there is no one to sit them down and say, she put in this much. The reason why you were able to scale to the heights of your career is because this lady took up all the other responsibilities. Yes. So please, to our stay-at-home moms, please be sensitized and please sit down with your partners, your spouses. Please ensure that also you keep money in your name. If possible, let that mortgage be in both your names. That home, that retirement home, that car, your car, let it be in your name. That savings account, that money market fund account, that bond,
there is so much pride in that. And to top it up, as we said, never forget yourself. So make sure that also your skills, whatever you studied and all that, make sure your skills are top notch. You keep improving on your skills, even if you're not going back to the job market, even if you've never started work. Just making sure that you have your skills right, you have your networking right, you have your social capital right. I cannot overemphasize on having your social capital.
Stay at home moms, stay marketable. And Nyawira, there's a lady whom I really admire, and I happened to work with her in a company that I joined a few years back. And at the very beginning of her marriage, she decided to just leave her career, and her career was taking off, by the way, but she quit, looked after the children. By the time her kids were getting to high school, and please listen to this. This is a stay-at-home mom who has an HSC, Head of State Commendation. Not just.
What do you mean?
Head of state commendation
because of raising her family.
Yes, because of the good one, and her kids just soared to heights.
The president recognized her for raising her kids.
You know, her husband has it, like very decorated. You know, very decorated family. And after the kids went to high school, she now came back to now a full-time career.
Yeah.
And she retired late into her 40s.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And recently, she just rejoined the workforce again into a sales role. But what I love about her is, one, she is fresh. Like her mind, you know,
fresh.
She has stayed marketable. We are currently doing something together.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, in the past 2 months, she has picked up a certification.
Oh wow.
In insurance.
Oh wow.
In our field. And even in one of the companies that she's joined, she's one of the topping agents. Yeah. Because the thing about her is that her social capital is so rich.
Okay.
There is nobody that she calls and they don't pick her calls. She can literally call like any CEO in this town.
Yeah. And they just sit down with her.
And they will give her audience. So please, our stay-at-home moms, please remain marketable. Keep your skill set. Yes, up there. Yeah. Go for that lunch, you know. Even if you quit job, like go for that lunch with your former colleagues or people in that, you know, industry. For sure. So that when you decide possibly to go back into the workforce, then you have a place to start from.
Exactly. Yeah. As you said, I also have a story.
Please.
So it's a young lady. I think she's in her early 30s.
Yes.
And after campus, she married her campus sweetheart.
Yes.
So after campus, she got her first class. Wow. But the campus sweetheart decided, let me be the one staying, going to work. You can stay at home. Yeah. Then 3, 4, 5 years later, it's not working out. Yeah, in their relationship, and now she's trying to figure out how to go back to work. Now the problem is, most of her colleagues, she feels like most of the people she was with in campus have already progressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She forgot herself. She's asking herself, do I go back and do a master's? Do I just get employed? I have no experience in the workforce. Yeah. So even if you don't have experience in the workforce, just keep your skills top notch. Try and see whether you can be able to even do consultancy jobs from your house, because people do it.
Yes.
I know a mom of 3. She's married to an expert, so she moves a lot. And she was always a consultant wherever she was. She was always consulting on a lot of things. So she didn't give up on her career. She didn't give up on her financial independence. She knew, as much as this is being taken care of, the family is being taken care of, I also have to take care of myself as a person. Yes.
I love that. I hope to every stay-at-home mom who's tuned into this episode, we appreciate you. Let me tell you the one thing, you know, when you look at kids, you know, who are raised, you know, with their mom full time, like you can just see the security, the sense of security and confidence that they have. I mean, it's only that this Nairobi cannot allow me to be a stay-at-home mom, honestly. You know, sometimes I'll get home and my little Daniela will be like, "Mommy, I told you not to come at moon time." Like,
what is moon time? That's evening.
At night.
Oh, wow.
You know? You should come. You should come in the morning. So morning is daytime.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, but you can sometimes when you interact with kids who have that golden opportunity, you know, to be raised full time by their mom. It's just beautiful. It's really special.
All right.
Yes. So we really appreciate what you do. And at the end of the day, we want you not to forget yourselves.
Yes.
Please remember and know your worth, you know, and ensure that you are not locked out of the financial discussions in your home.
Yes. Let your husband have a rich wife as well.
Yeah, a rich wife. I love that. So that's it from us. Thank you so much for tuning into the Unfiltered Conversations on Money. And until next time,
see you. Ciao.